Yo, what's up guys? You got II here today once again, and this time I am bringing you the team builder for my NPL Miners Week 2 match versus Carnie himself. Now, I'm sure most of you know Carnie is a pretty great battler and very good entertainer, so we're looking at a pretty tough match this week. So he's rocking the Ferrothorn, the Mega Gardevoir, the Salamence, the Alolan Muck, the Necrozma, the Z Blastophilon, Z Maracactus, Z Electabuzz, Hitmonlee, Z Ariados, Toxapex, and Volbeat. And as you can see, my team, I have the Manaphy, Z Latios, Dugtrio, Mega Aerodactyl, Rotom-Heat, Cobalion, Z Ninetales, Alolan, Donphan, Sneasel, Trevenant, Lanoon, and the Whirlpeet. Now, we're looking to bring this game back. As you know, lost my game versus Illusion. So I'm looking to bounce back. I'm looking to, maybe promote to majors if I can. So yeah, that's the plan. So looking at his team, I realized that I pretty much had to bring Rotom-Heat Cherry Bomb over here. So he has the Salamence, which is very threatening with the Z-Fly. He has the Mega Gardevoir, which is very threatening with Hyper Voice and Calm Mindsets and sets such as those. And then he has the Ferrothorn, which may not seem like a threat at first, but it's definitely a sleeper. Always gets up rocks, leech seeds, toxics. It can do a bunch of different things, but mainly out of his entire team, I'm worried about the 1 Necrozma, 2 Salamence, and 3 the Hitmonlee. So actually the Hitmonlee is the most threatening in my team. It's going to be tough to stop, especially if he's like Life Orb or Banded. Scarf I can kind of deal with in a way. But yeah, let's just get into the team. So first up we have the Rotom-Heat with the Volt Switch, Toxic, and the Defog. Now we are rocking a Spadef variant this week with 248 HP, 48 defense, and 212 Spadef. Now this set basically means I can take on Blastophilon as well as Mega Gardevoir. Special attackers aren't too much of a threat for me, and it also means I can take Scalds from Toxapex a lot easier, as well as offensive Necrozma's Photon Geyser. So that's the whole point behind this. Toxic is to wear things like Necrozma down. Yeah, pretty much just Necrozma. Mega Gardevoir if I can get it off, and like Salamence if it's like a bulky variant or something like that. So yeah, that's the plan behind Rotom-Heat. So next up we have Athos the Cobalion with the Taunt, Iron Head, Volt Switch, and Toxic. So this week we're rocking Shuckaberry with 252 HP and 248 speed and 8 in Spadef. So Cobalion's job this week is not to really get kills. It's more for momentum than anything. As you can see, his team does not have a ground type, so I plan on taking advantage on that with the Volt Switch. Iron Head is to hit things like Mega Gardevoir, and Taunt is actually to stop Ferrothorn from either A, setting up, or B, setting up hazards, or going for a Leech Seed. So that's the point behind that. Shuckaberry is so I can take +1 Salamance's Earthquakes a lot better. And Toxic is to wear things like Necrozma down, which could definitely be a sleeper threat if I'm not worried about that. So yeah, pretty much just both invested. Didn't really want or need anything in attack or special attack. But yeah, so moving on, we have Spirit in the Sky, the Aerodactyl. Now, we're rocking a different set this week. So we're actually Fire Fang, Rock Slide, Pursuit, and Roost. And as you can see, we're actually Spadef this week. So 248 HP, 16 attack, 164 Spadef, Careful Nature with 36 in speed. So what this does is this outspeeds Max Speed Blastophilon, and it basically takes 2 hits from Scarf Blastophilon. So if I switch it in, I live 2 hits, and I can either Roost or go for the Pursuit, depending on what set he is. It takes it on actually very well. It also takes Mega Gardevoir's Hyper Voices very well, actually, if it is timid and not modest. Rock Slide is just for a general stab, and then Fire Fang is actually to hit Ferrothorn in case that thing somehow gets out of hand. Pursuit is obviously to capture or stop Blastophilon from switching out if he does decide to bring that, and Roost is for general recovery. I may regret not bringing Earthquake to stop Toxapex. Toxapex could actually be a pretty big threat. But yeah, this is the set I'm rocking this week. I expected to put in work. Doesn't deal with Hitmonlee too well, but I have other answers to that, as you'll soon see. Can't really hit Electabuzz. See, like, Earthquake covers a lot on his team, but I felt like this match I didn't need it necessarily on this mon. So yeah, that's why I'm rocking what I am. And next up we have Brandy the Manaphy. So I was conflicted on this set. Originally I was like a Lumberry variant to stop maybe potential poisons or T-waves, or maybe I almost brought like a Figgy Berry, so when I got really low I'd get like 50% back my HP. But ultimately I decided Citrus, just for that general reliability. So yeah, that's the point behind that. So I'm rocking Tail Glow, Surf, Hidden Power Fire, and Psychic. Surf is for general stab, hits harder than Scald. Hidden Power Fire obviously for the Ferrothorn. That thing is could be a pretty big threat if I'm not prepared for it. And then Psychic is for the Toxapex. So something to note is Toxapex cannot beat me one-on-one with Tail Glow, even if he has Haze, because I have the Psychic. So yeah, that's pretty much why I'm rocking that. Max speed, so I can potentially speed tie with Mega Gardevoir, and then the rest in special attack to help boost my sweeping potential. So yeah, that's the point behind Manaphy. Hopefully it'll break through his team, but we'll see. So next up, I have another kind of interesting set. I have Dugtrio with the Choice Scarf, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Rock Tomb, and Memento. So Earthquake, obviously, for general stab and to trap things. Stone Edge for mints, and then Rock Tomb also pretty much for mints in case I fear missing and want to lower speed for something else to kill in the end. And then Memento is just in case I want to sack this off and weaken something so I can set up with Manaphy in the back. So yeah, that's the point behind that. Enough speed, I believe, to outspeed max speed Blacephalon. Yep. See, because on his team, his fastest mon, barring a Scarf, is Blacephalon. So as you can see, a lot of my faster threats are just enough to outspeed that. So that's the point behind that. Something to note is, if his Hitmonlee is Scarfed, I will at all times trade Hitmonlee for Dugtrio if I can. Earthquake actually has a chance to kill. It's like a 50% chance to kill max attack, max speed, invested Hitmonlee. So if I have the opportunity to do so, I will always do that so I can revenge kill it later with something else a lot easier. So that's the point behind Dugtrio. Hopefully he doesn't bring Hitmonlee, but if he does, this also serves as another check to Dragon Dance Salamence in case that's already at +1 and I sack something to it. I can come in on this and go for Stone Edge and maybe potentially kill, or go for Rock Tomb and get its speed lowered. So that's the point behind Checkmate. So next up, last but not least, we have Escape the Donphan with the leftovers Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, and Ice Shard. So what this is a Donphan actually, but what my set is, I'm basically a defensive variant in order to take Hitmonlee's high jump kicks. I believe I take 2 at the very least, Scarf Hitmonlee's reckless high jump kick. So that's the point behind that. And as I said before, the idea is to trap it with Dugtrio and then go into Donphan and either bluff the Ice Shard or go for the Ice Shard and kill that thing off. Stealth Rock obviously for hazards, Earthquake for general stab, and Rapid Spin to get rid of his own hazards that he sets against me. But this also serves as a semi-check to Salamence as well. It can take, if Mints is physically offensive, it can take hits from that fairly decently. Not much else to be said for this though, but I definitely felt like I needed priority. I didn't want to bring Sneasel this match. I felt it was either A, too predictable, and B, once I got a kill with something, I felt like I would have to either sack Sneasel off or you could like set up with something. Again, I needed this for something like Hitmonlee. I did not like bring Sneasel versus that thing, so that's the whole point behind that. Some mons I think he'll bring are, I think he'll bring the Ferrothorn, Mega Guard, Salamence, Necrozma, Alolan Muck, and probably the Hitmonlee. Blacephalon might replace one of them. Not sure on that front, but definitely expecting like 7 of those or something like that. Not all at once, obviously, but one of those 7. They're interchangeable, I think. But yeah, you know, wish me luck, guys. And stay tuned for the actual match.